Hello everyone, and welcome to Mass Effect. I am Peter Moxilin, Keeper of the Archives, and you actually did miss a little bit here at the very beginning because there's actually a little opening cinematic for when you open up Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Don't worry, it's not actually important at all, it just kind of shows off the main characters and such. Anyway, God, I love this franchise. I'm so glad that I get to play this again. I actually played it just pretty recently and really had a good time with it. But this is going to be interesting because this is my first time actually, live streaming my experience here. I've never actually live streamed a game before. I've always done live commentary, recording the episodes, and then putting them up later. Yeah, so the intent here is to go for 2 hours. My time, it's 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and then call it a day. And we'll see how my voice is doing. If possible, I actually want to do this every day. If I could stream for 2 hours every single day, that is great in my mind. I want to get the vocal endurance to do that and more over time. For now, though, I know that around 2 hours has been where my voice starts to weaken for a lot of my recording stuff, so we're gonna take it a little bit easy, just start off a little bit on the gentler side, see how I feel. And for anyone who wants to play along with this, by the way, not with the game itself, but with kind of what I'm doing, I actually have 2 drinks here. I have my lemon ginger herbal tea, just basically because I found that lubricates my throat really well. So just have a mug of that on hand every time. And I also have a mojito. God, less than a year ago, I was the guy who didn't drink. I'm now the guy with a home bar. Yeah, so if you do want to make the same drink along with me as I'm playing, the exact recipe that I'm following is around 15 mint leaves, technically muddled, but realistically more like bruised at the bottom of the glass. Then half an ounce simple syrup, 1 ounce lime juice, 2 ounces rum. Specifically, I'm using Plantation 5 year just because that's what I have. And then fill it up as much as you like with seltzer, club soda, whatever you feel like calling it. And that's the recipe. I also personally have 2 ice cubes in there just to keep it cold longer, because I don't really care if my alcohol gets watered down. Yeah, I think that's all the preamble that I wanted to get through, so let's just get into the actual game. Oh god. When I played through the trilogy before, what I found is basically Mass Effect 1 is a relic of the past. It is the jankiest game and is definitely showing its age. Mass Effect 2 is the best all-around game. Like, it's just a great game in general. Really freaking good integration between the narrative and gameplay. We will get there and I will love it. Mass Effect 3, the most spectacle, bar none. There is no question of that. The sheer set pieces that they give you in Mass Effect 3 are amazing. And yeah, as you can see from this, for some reason not on these, even though at least Mass Effect 1 does have my previous saves in it. My previous saves are in these games. We're still going to be going through completely new save files. I'm not going to put you into, like, the last mission of the game or something right at the beginning. Anderson, take it away. I think. Or are we doing character creation first? Mass Effect? You doing like your... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Origin. Thank you, Steam. If I can figure out how to turn those off, I will. So I probably could have just started on this screen. Cool. I'll probably do that in the future. Let's get into it again. I must say, this music in particular is really soothing to me. I feel like it might be just that I've heard it so much that it's become ingrained in me as this very peaceful tune. But also, that does speak to the composer. Or composers, I don't quite know how it works with this game. assumedly it was a composer and their team. Anyway, new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay. We are just using default Jane Shepard here because this voice actress is great. Voice actor is perfectly fine, not an issue to the best that I remember, but, like, it's just general community consensus that she is better, I believe.
Please log in to access your profile.
Wait, well, actually... Oh, yeah. Career info and physical stats. So we actually do want to do new ID, but it's just going to be with the base model. Yeah, custom female.
Please log in to access your profile.
Because if you just go with the default quick start, then it's like they start you with the soldier background or whatever.
Data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
AKA make your character.
Confirm pre-service history.
There is a difference that this makes, but it's only for Mass Effect 1, and it only makes a difference for one mission. They'll mention the difference a lot, but it'll only actually be a difference once. Let's just go Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18.
Confirm psychological profile.
I think that normally I end up going Sole Survivor here, just because between these three, it's the one that I like the most. Like, this is very Renegade, which you'll get used to Paragon and Renegade soon enough, trust me. What is War Hero, though? Risk your own life, save your fellow soldiers, impossible odds. Yeah, honestly, Sole Survivor just seems like War Hero, but, like, more. And Ruthless just feels bad to me. I always go with Sole Survivor, but it's what I feel the best with. And like the other one, this doesn't actually make much of a difference. They'll talk about it a lot, but there's one mission, I think, where it actually does anything different between the three.
Confirm military specialization.
And this is why you make a custom character. Okay. In Mass Effect, you essentially have three paths of how you can progress in terms of, like, specializations or whatever. It is straight damage, just like guns and the abilities that make your guns do more gun. Biotics, aka space magic. And tech, which is like tech abilities. It's making AI robot constructs and turrets and tech armor and stuff. And here's the thing. For Mass Effect 1, biotics are just kind of there. Like, they're mainly support abilities with a couple of utility things you can do. By the time you get to Mass Effect 3, you don't even need a gun. Biotics are that strong. So yeah, my last playthrough was biotics with a shotgun, and then for Mass Effect 3 it became biotics with a pistol. I'm doing that again because it is so fun. I was originally thinking that I would do maybe tech with assault rifles, because when I first played this game when I was in like high school, maybe early college, I played it as, I think, straight weapon damage, like soldier or like with sniper rifles, which is good for keeping you safe, not good for being, you know, enjoyable to watch. Yeah, so assault rifles and tech is like the one combo that I haven't really done a lot of yet. But biotics and shotgun is so fun. You just zip around the map and shoot people at point blank range. Just, it's fun. What more can I say about it? Medium armor, trained use of heavy armor, specialized in all weapons. Engineer is tech, I believe. Yep. Adepts are biotic specialists. Upgradable implants, biotic abilities to lift or throw, shield the squad, destroy enemies. Light armor, specialize in pistols. That's why I went Vanguard originally, I think. Infiltrators are combat and tech, Sentinel is biotic and tech, Vanguard is tech, biotic warriors, biotics and weapons. So that's how they describe that, is that its adept is pure biotics, Vanguard is partial biotics with weapons. Yeah, pistols and shotguns and medium armor. So you got good defense, you got good offense, and you got biotics. That's why I go Vanguard for the original game, and then I kind of just each game get more biotically focused. Oh, select bonus. What's first aid again? Is first aid like healing yourself, or yeah, I guess it would just be healing yourself because Unity is healing this. No, that's Mass Effect 2 and 3 that Unity heals the squad. Mass Effect 1, it's Unity just gives you invulnerability. Ooh, glad I remembered that actually. So first aid is straight up healing then, I think. I mean, realistically, I'm not using either of these two, so sure.
Confirm facial identification.
Yep.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Cool.
Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty. You know what? I think that when I did my previous playthrough, I did it on normal. Let's bump it up to veteran at least, because honestly, combat in these games isn't particularly difficult. Especially now that I've played it recently, so I have a good idea of what I'm doing, I hope. So, sure, let's put it up here, see what happens. Do we have... No, we don't have any kind of mouse over for what the difficulty is. Okay. Auto level up off. Level scaling legendary or classic? Sure, legendary, why not? Squad power usage all. Subtitles on. Autosave on. Tutorials on. Yeah, sure, why not? Now, Anderson, take it away.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling the travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it... Mass Effect.
Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
If I didn't know this story so well.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Mass Effect. By the way, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the dialogue in this game in general is mixed a little bit lower than it should be. Do I remember how to interact with people?
The Captain's
Oh,
waiting
thank
for you in
God.
the comm room, Commander.
I spent so long last playthrough trying to figure out what the interact button is because they never tell you.
You probably don't want to keep the Captain waiting, Commander.
I disagree. Send me out the airlock, guys. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, we aren't in the jump. We're just stealth systems engaged traveling. So yeah, we're definitely sublight then. Mass Effect has issues. It's not perfect with its harder sci-fi elements, but it does try.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the Captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at Engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
The Spectre I agree with, actually, because that is really high up. That is direct operatives of the Council, aka co-presidents of the galaxy. Anderson as the captain does make sense. He's extremely highly decorated, but from a human perspective, this is the most advanced ship in the galaxy in the human fleet. It makes sense to put a pretty well-respected guy in charge. Now, the Turian Spectre thing we'll get to in a moment here. I think it'll be a pretty quick follow-up. But in terms of Spectres, basically, I don't think there's any exceptions. It would either be My apologies, I had a bit of phlegm there. I will get better at muting myself in the future. As I was saying, in terms of Spectres, you basically have Turian, Solarian, and Asari Spectres. It's going to be one of those three races. Granted, I suppose it makes more sense for this kind of run, where it's a very human-oriented operation, to put in not Turians. But at the same time, honestly, the First Contact War is, what, like 25 years or so behind us? Very short in galactic timelines, and obviously still feeling the repercussions, but in general, give it a shot. Obviously, again, we'll hear a lot more about that soon enough.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Okay, I know that he is third in command on the ship. I don't know his rank, but assumingly he's decently high up. I would think that he would be at least comfortable with being left in the dark. Like, even if he doesn't like it. Okay, fair enough. He says that he's not a fan. That doesn't mean that he won't do it. Okay, Mass Effect kind of covered its own ass there. Fair enough.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
By the way, as a quick word, as an update on my end, I've now had a little bit of this mojito, and I made another mojito like 2 days ago, and I think that I might like that one a little bit better, actually. I don't think that I'm a fan of sours. It's just, it really bites in a way that seems to kind of take away from the rest of the drink, in my opinion. So if I do make future mojitos, I might just leave out the lime, so that it's just mint, simple rum, and then seltzer. Because honestly, that tasted pretty damn good. Actually, the actual game, though.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
You know, I don't think, well, there are databases that probably give some kind of answer to this. In the actual text of this trilogy, I don't think they ever actually give a Turian life expectancy measurement. It's kind of assumed that Turians are actually approximately akin to humans, just with a lot more scales or feathers, because they in Mass Effect 3 they start calling Turians the birds or something to that effect. Yeah, I've never gone for that. They look more reptilian to me. Anyway, but I've always gotten the sense that the Turians have basically a human lifespan, just not human homeworld. But I don't know how many Turians alive today would have been in the First Contact War. Probably a lot, but I don't think they answer that. Anyway.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
No, that's accurate, actually. They can do that. Spectres do not answer to anyone but the Council.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Calm down, gag character.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
There's no way to save him. I shouldn't try, but I'm gonna.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
He will, in fact, screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
Yeah, that's possible.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
No, that's how that works. That is how Spectres are enforced.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. They're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on Akuz.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Yeah, in retrospect, this is a really poorly kept secret.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
God, literally everyone knows that something is up. Hey, Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Not.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Is someone gonna fill me in, Captain?
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Okay, let me just go through this now. The Protheans are a precursor race. They were the big, super advanced technological galactic spanning civilization before the current Galactic Council. Trust me, we will hear a lot about the Protheans. My god, are they going to become important.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
I mean, it could, yes, but also that comparison to human history isn't super relevant. It's definitely a worthwhile point, but the discovery that pushed humanity ahead 200 years was the discovery of the Martian archives. Like, that's not a beacon. That is a complex of buildings with information troves everywhere. The beacon could be anywhere from a text message to, like, a single database, like the effectively one computer but transmitting its information to other places. It's not nothing, but it's not necessarily going to be another 200 years forward.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Oh, I actually didn't realize that he had put our name forward. I kind of forgot about that point. Also, why is Anderson here then? It'll take a while to get to that information, but Anderson is a little bit of a strange choice for who to lead this mission then.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
There is a lot in this conversation that we're gonna learn more about soon. And in 100 hours. Takes a while to get through this game. Or these games.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Hold on. Anderson, you want to fact check yourself there for a moment? If we hadn't found the Prothean ruins on Mars, we would still be stuck on Earth. Are you noticing the paradox there? Mass Effect. Let's just move on.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Honestly, I don't think I see that as a valid, likely scenario. What would the species of the Terminus systems do with the beacon? Like, do they have the resources and facilities to get data out of it? Do they think they could get a technological advantage over the Council and form their own council or something? I mean, they wouldn't have a second Citadel to use, so they would have to take the Citadel if they were going to do that. I think that this is a case of you aren't supposed to know about stuff like the Terminus systems yet, so it's supposed to sound like a credible threat.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
How's Paradise looking?
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Is that part of the natural ecosystem?
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
As if he doesn't have his gear
Tell
on
Alenko and
him.
take us to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Okay. Let's stop and have a talk then.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Gas bags are everywhere, Nihilus.
Oh god, what happened here?
I'm gonna guess the squid hand of God.
Smells like smoke and death.
That's probably because all the fires and death. Okay, so there's aim. There's that. Go over to shotgun. Actually, for this first bit, we should be on pistol because we're gonna have more like medium range fights, because these. Alright, we don't have ammo in this one. Dear God. Just die. There. Come out from behind the rock. I promise to only shoot you enough times to kill you. Okay. So we have warp and throw. Throw is going to be good for getting enemies to not shoot at me. Warp is good for dealing more damage to enemies. Jenkins has nothing, because of course he doesn't. And Alenko has throw and sabotage. Sabotage, good for us not getting hit by stuff. That being said, Caden is much more... Actually, is Caden more of a pistol? Caden is either pistol or assault rifle. I forget which. He obviously has access to all of them, but it's what he has training in. Anyway, tutorial level, so there's not actually much going on here. Jenkins, you're on sniper duty. Jenkins, there are enemies. Shoot them from far away. Bye, Jenkins. Got anything to say?
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Honestly, more pointing to line than I thought.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
And that's why Jenkins doesn't have any combat abilities. Oh, Metajo? Oh, Caden, you're hurt. How? Yeah, and then there's Omnigel. Oh, V to heal. Okay. I didn't actually use the Metagel there, by the way. Oh, it's probably because I clicked on it. There wasn't any actual feedback to tell me that that happened, though.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you on the big side.
Okay, that sure is a thing that I can do. I will forget that in approximately 5 seconds. Oh, gas bag. Where you at? Oh, there you are. Yep, Jenkins did not have a single hope against 3 of those at once. I knew this was here because this is the crate that I spent the kit, I suppose. I spent so long trying to learn what the use button was. Or, I guess that it isn't the use button, it's the interact button. Okay, it looks like that's all that's here, so let's move on. Time for Ashley? Yep. Caden, you can probably stop. Let me shoot. You good?
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
I get that the Geth haven't been around for a while, but... Kaden, they have flashlight heads. They are very clearly robotic. What other enemy could they be? Hell, let's remove enemy from that sentence. What other being could they be? Let's assume non-sentience even. What other thing could they be? Like, there aren't a lot of options there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Pretty sure if you said stay here, she'd say no.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Yeah, they wanted, you know, rights and purpose and meaning, so the Quarians decided to kill them. That's not a joke. That's how that went down. We will see that in Mass Effect 3.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
I suppose it could be. Keep in mind, First Contact War was 30 years ago. That was probably within 10 years of us discovering the Prothean ruins on Mars. Like, probably a lot less than that, but I'm kind of giving it a good tail there. So that means that this would have to be a bigger discovery than the Prothean ruins on Mars that launched humanity forward 200 years and into galactic civilization. I'm going to go ahead and do an X for doubt on that one.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Aside from the one we just talked about and the other one who's also here.
Move out!
Oh, okay. Do we have points? Looks like we do. Okay, yep, that. 2 points, 2 points, 3 points. Okay, initially I always go for Charm because I play more of a Paragon style, and this is the one, and this is the only of these 3 games that actually gives you level up in your Paragon and Renegade stats. So max this out as soon as possible if you want all of the Paragon options you can possibly get. Let's go ahead. Do we want to start on Sentinel? You know what, sure, let's get the first level of First Aid and Barrier just that he has them. Because eventually I'll get these anyway, and this will give him a little bit more flexibility early on. And then Ashley, basically the same. Yeah, sure, get you Overkill because it's actually really good. And then 1 level in Soldier, because that's what I intend to do with Caden as well, is that once he has his basics here, build up Sentinel to max. Or as max as it'll let me do. Just because the class specialization stat, or whatever the hell this is basically just the all-around good idea. Like, if Charm wasn't here, I would have been upping Vanguard. Okay. Sure. Back. Cool. Hammerhead and anti-personnel. Take... Jake? No, it's not going to be Jake. That's Journal. Yeah. Map? Yeah, that's M for map. Tab. No. Fine, I'll do it this way. Shouldn't it be on... Oh, shouldn't it be equipment? Yeah. Oh, right, it's this. Okay. Versus organics. Versus... Or just weapon force. Sure, Hammerhead. Over to Caden. Go ahead and give you anti-personnel, because why the hell not? And that's all we got. Weapon mod management in this game is its own thing. Yeah, is there a specific equipment screen? Armor. Better all around, yay. And we don't have an armor mod yet, so there's no point in that. Hello, the Gath. There's no actual cover button at this point. Like in future games, you kind of stick to it and do a chest-high wall cover and all that. Oh, there is that. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, we are on pistol. Okay. Okay, screw this. You. Like I said, this game isn't actually that difficult. I put the hammerhead on the shotgun, didn't I? That is theoretically my primary weapon, so I shouldn't stop that. But I do use the pistol as well. And now we have 6 points. Hi, Vanguard. Marksman, Adrenaline Burst. Actually, is this the good Adrenaline Burst? No, it's the weaker Adrenaline Burst. Mass Effect 2 Adrenaline Burst basically slows down time. Is Barrier the one that I never use? Yeah, Barrier is the one that I just don't bother with. Tactical armor, shield boost, medium armor. Lift is super good, though, so let's work on throw. Yeah, boosting these up over time. Ooh. I don't have training in shotgun? Undo. Let's work on pistol then, because I need to get shotgun up. I didn't realize that. You have your abilities, so just get Sentinel. And you get that. Get 1 to pistols, because you're on the same route as we are. Cool. And that is actually around the 1 hour mark. So I am actually going to go on a little bit of a break here. Personally, I'm going to just stand up, walk around a little bit, stretch, just so that I'm not in one position for too long. So I will be back in, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes. Ah, okay, right. Yeah, I'm still here. How do I do that? Can I just press it again? No, okay. Sorry, this actually isn't something I've done with OBS before, so... I think y'all are gonna get a quick flash on my desktop here, so... Whoops. Yep, oh well. Transition. Okay, so yeah, back in just a minute, or in 2 to 3 minutes, so I can just walk around, just cool off, stretch, etc. Back in a bit. Okay, and I am back, but taking it a little bit slow here. I want to try to figure out what this one little control is on OBS first. So, I'm just going to be looking like I'm doing kind of some random stuff here. Don't worry, I am here. Ah, there it is. Okay, so it's that. Yeah, I figured it was just going to be a simple button combo. Let's go ahead and do, I don't know, this. Does that work? Looks like it does. Is that taken up by any other controls? Kind of yes, but nothing destructive. I think that should work then. Okay. So let's try this and see what happens. In Mass Effect, I'm going over to the pause screen just so that I can see what's going on, basically, so that you're not missing anything. Will this work? Looks like it does. Okay, cool. In that case, let's get back into it. Well, actually, since we're paused, let me take a sip of my mojito. The sour is growing on me. I think I might need to use like a half measure of lime, because in the original recipe here, it's half an ounce simple, 1 ounce lime, and the lime was really overpowering at the beginning. Possibly I also just need to mix it more, I guess. The mint I'm using is super low quality. Like, it floats to the top, it's so bad. So I'm definitely not using high quality ingredients here. Yeah, the sour is growing on me a little bit, but it's definitely still not my favorite. Anyway, back into this. Is there anything to collect, or is it just the dig site? Okay.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Realistically, all of the weapon, armor, mods, etc. upgrades that we get, I'm going to end up upgrading all of my stuff like every couple of missions.
Good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
How can you tell?
What did the Geth do to them?
No, Kaden, I want you to explain. How could you tell they were alive when all we were seeing was the spike moving down? Like, I would not assume that the thing was still alive at that point. I would assume that there was a second phase to get rid of the body. Hold on. All right, we don't have shotgun. Let me do this actually then. Since we don't have shotgun training, we're on us. Let's go ahead and take off Hammerhead. Take off Hammerhead. Yes. Okay. And put Hammerhead on pistol since we have training in that. Now let's see what 20% force does. Nothing. Cool. And this is why I don't remember what the Hammerhead rounds do. Because they do nothing. I'm sure they have some kind of use, I just don't know what it is. Where was the door panel? Was it over here? Yeah, okay. Both of those are possibly good for us, so let's check it really quickly. Pistol. Better, equal, worse. Honestly, since accuracy matters a lot less for us than our squad mates, better damage per second is actually better. Then the other one was this, which we can't even use yet, but better DPS, better, yeah, good. Yep, still on pistol, okay. H to holster.
That door, it's closed. security lock's engaged.
How could you tell? Is it because it's red? Is that actually what the red means? I never knew that. Some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. That is not a thing in future games, because that is bad. Like, it's not an objectively bad design choice, it's just not fun. If any squad member has the required talent, you will be able to unlock the object using the decryption or electronics interface, or by spending Omnigel. Advance to the central core. Move the mouse... Oh, it's this one, right. Left and right click to move inward and outward. Avoid the security programs. You can basically just brute force this because there's no detriment to just spam clicking. Yay. They mean...
Humans. Thank the Maker. Hurry. Close the door before they come back.
They mean to make that more difficult, but really it isn't. Also, hello, the guy who fan speculation is that he's actually like the most knowledgeable person in this franchise. He probably touched the beacon first.
What are you doing here?
I'm Dr. Warren. I was in charge of this excavation. We hid in the shed during the attack. They must have come for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Okay, he's not exactly right about that, but he is on the right general train of thought.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
By the way, I noticed that Manuel had X05 on his sleeve. I don't know if that actually has a meaning. I think it might. But in general, that's just like the default outfit for any one of these characters. Like that general outfit where it's kind of spacefaring but kind of casual and has X05 on the sleeve. That's just like the default outfit.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Hold on, let me think about that for a moment, actually. I'm trying... I think that he is wrong there. From a meta perspective, he's right. This is the start of the franchise, and, like, the Heralds of Darkness, Bringers of Our Extinction, all that. Like, that's basically what we're going to be getting into for the next 3 games, is trying to hold all that back. But the beacon itself being the start of it, from a meta perspective, is correct. In universe, I don't think is accurate. I might be missing a detail or two, but I think it was coincidental. Or at least close to. The beacon might have called the thing and all the Geth here, but they were already about to become active, I'm pretty sure. I think we asked about the beacon last.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are 2 sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future?
To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
You gave him another dose and the medication hasn't kicked in yet? That seems dangerous. I'm not a medical professional, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wait for the medicine to start working before you give another dose of it. Yay! Omnigel, sure. Like +1 Omnigel? Don't we end up having like a maximum of 99 Omnigel or something? 1 is not a lot. Hey, Nihilus.
Saren.
Saren looks okay.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Also, that pistol sounds ridiculously powerful. Like, my god, that had... Were they doing an echo or something? Because that sounded like a damn sniper rifle. Oh, there it is. You're gonna blink out of existence? No. I'm sorry, just... It is well hidden, I will give them that. But I'm pretty sure that the actual animation there is just reducing the scale of the ship as it goes up. They were basically just shrinking it as it went higher into the air to make it look like it was leaving the atmosphere, or at least getting really far away. It's not actually even that funny, it's just really humorous to notice. Okay, back to the actual shooting. What? Why? What? Why do I have a sniper rifle? Die! Ah, Mass Effect 1 AI. Hold on. It's not great content to watch that for 100 hours, but it is effective.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Oh yeah, it's you guys.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only
was coming from inside your own head.
You know, they never really explain what's up with that. It becomes a freaking cornerstone of how all of this works, but I have no idea. Like, biotics is space magic. The thing they are describing is space magic, but following the rule of, it's magic, I don't have to explain it.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Well, okay, it's not they don't have to explain it. They explain it a lot. You know exactly what they're talking about eventually, but they don't explain, like, how it's supposed to work. That's very much just put up to space magic.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Hey, Ashley, you want to come over here? That voice sounded right next to me.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Tell me
Oh,
everything
whoops.
you remember.
The three of us.
You don't know that. We survived.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Oh, that's okay. I thought that he gave us a grenade or something. Like, that's what I remembered. Okay, we can use combat sensor. It's not going to be that useful, but something. Stinger 2 actually could be useful for us. Bit of Omnigel. And more stuff. Electronic skill too low. Hold on. Squad. Yeah, we don't have that. I suppose if we took a tech class, we could have electronics. Hold on. That would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to get there. Okay, so it's like literally possible, but so unlikely. You would have to be building yourself or Caden knowingly to get this particular crate in order to, or locker, in order to get that. Now, my apologies for this being so close to the 1 hour break, but I actually will be back in just a moment. I actually really have to go use the bathroom. My apologies. Back in a moment. Okay, and I am back. Let's go back over to this. Good. Okay. Is G the grenade button? Yes, it is. You gonna explode? Yeah, pretty sure that's a timer. It didn't look like it was because we shot it. Anything over here? Nope. This is very much a story area.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Okay, so you have a very limited number of lines you can say. Good to know. And Nihilus.
It's Nihilus.
Yep. Basic rounds and armor-piercing rounds. Ooh, one of those could be useful. Equipment. Me. Pistol. Stinger 2 is just better. And Combat Sensor 1. Weapon Force. Damage versus Synthetics. And Shield Bypass, but less damage. Let's go with armor-piercing because we're fighting Geth at the moment. And Husks, but whatever.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I am sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Hey, if that's what it takes to survive, then you do you, man.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that gives you nightmares for the rest of your life.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Okay, so that's why I remembered the grenades.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy.
No.
If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
I don't think I asked him about these yet, so I'll go through that. But yeah, if a bunch of Marines died, then having like 5 grenades is not going to be a difference maker. Sure, maybe they could have survived longer, maybe that could have affected the outcome overall, but that's not going to be the difference between everyone but Ashley dying and winning the day.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
That's actually a good bit of logical consistency there.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
What was that noise? Well, he's gone. Oh. Probably that. Hold up. Step out. Hello. Let me shoot. Like I said, biotics are basically support abilities in this one. They get a lot more powerful as you go. Now we have this part, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, we got a little bit before that. Okay, that's how you do that. Okay. Yes. Yes, it does. Are you telling me to use my squad mate's abilities more? This was so much harder before the Legendary Edition. One of the things the Legendary Edition changed is that originally for Mass Effect 1, the sniper rifles had sway as you were aiming down scope, and... Oh, no, not that. Okay, cool. You. And then as you raised your sniper ability, which actually Ashley might have? No, pistol. Whatever. As you raised your sniper ability, the sway would go down and it would be 0 at master level. Whereas now, it's just 0 by default. Yay. Who else? Hi. Hop up. Fine. We'll do this the cool way. Hello. Goodbye. You. And you. More left than I thought there would be. More? No? Cool. And off we go to chase after Saren.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Why does the beacon do that? Hello, I'm here to kill all of you. Excuse me, just gonna do this really quick. There's stairs? Yeah, there are.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
This is not actually that difficult.
Find them all and shut them down.
I panic whenever there's a timer, but no, this is a very generous timer. Oh, hi there. Oh, god damn it. You. Hi. Yay, bomb. Oh, there's a bomb behind me. Whoops. Oh, okay. There we go. There's 3 of 5. There's a 4. I guess it's only 4. My god, you two suck at your jobs. Okay, there's a jammer. Fair enough. Hop out. Okay, fine. Oh, screw you. I finally remembered that I had grenades and just utterly missed. Huh. That could have been bad. Like, not actually, it wouldn't have actually done anything, but it could have been bad logically.
Take out those hostiles.
There are none. Ooh, actually, that reminds me to check our stuff now. Stimulant pack, okay. Armor. Shock absorbers, plus 10 physics. 5 cooldown, sure. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do there. Oh, okay. And we don't have antibiotics yet, right? Yeah, okay. Didn't we have, yeah, high explosive. Just literally no reason not to. Antibiotics, nothing. Okay. Oh, look, the beacon. I love just the little bonk to kill. Oh, I'm hurt. Whoops. Do we heal? I saw it tick up a little bit when I was saying that. Huh, I don't think we actually heal. It was V to auto, right? Yeah, okay. Medium armor, Duelist 2, heavy armor, Krogan, Liberator 2. We can't use either. Now, before we do the beacon, isn't there like a crate? Oh, yeah, there's a locker there. And if you don't do this now, then you cannot get this. Ooh, anti-personnel 2, weapon upgrade, combat sensor 1, whatever. I can throw that on the shotgun. Anti-personnel 2 might be useful, though. Shotgun, sensor. You know, anti-personnel I can just put on this, actually. Yep, damage versus organics, put it on the shotgun, sure, why not? Cool. Now for plot. Oh, nope, now for this. Always loot the area. Whatever and whatever. Okay. Now, Any other crates? I mean, might as well look over here, I guess. Saren's just, like, in the background waiting for me to continue. Melodramatic speech prepared. Actually, I don't think Saren is here at this point. Touch the thing!
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate evac.
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Hey, Caden, your face isn't on the box. Mine is. Kind of. Mine.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too...
Thanks, Protheans.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Well, then why didn't you break it?
This human must be eliminated.
Cool.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like I spent the night drinking with you again?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
I genuinely do not think that this is ever explained. Why did Saren get the full beacon message thing, whereas Shepard got a fragmented version that broke the beacon?
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I'm not much of a fan of Ashley, but I get the story they're trying to tell with her.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
I never said it was my fault. I said I felt bad.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Wow, yeah, that actually is super bad. Like, a Spectre is dead. Ooh, that's pretty bad, actually. A Prothean beacon is destroyed. That is galactic civilization-changingly bad. The Geth are invading. That is historical galactic war bad. Like, you want to just, like, put a freaking pandemic on top of that or something? I think we only got 2 or 3 of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse so far.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I mean, I'll be honest, I know what that vision is. Like, I know where it's going. I know what we literally see in the vision, both scattered and not scattered. And I have no goddamn idea what it's showing for half the time.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
This room, whatever the hell it actually is now versus what it will become. Okay, no, it gets a lot of use in this game, admittedly, for a specific reason. But it is used so little outside of that one thing I remembered halfway through saying that.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Please speak up.
Commander, I'm glad to see you.
Thank
okay.
you.
Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. and I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Well, I think these options might change based on your background, because normally this then goes into, because of my normal choices, Shepard being like not just career military, but also family tradition military.
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Okay. Oh, there's Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Oh yeah, by the time, basically, of the next game, which admittedly is 2 years in the future, I think. Yeah, 2 years. Plus 6 months, I want to say. So 2.5, let's just say to be safe. We're on, like, L5 and L5X or something.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Is insanity an actual symptom? I genuinely do not know medical diagnoses enough to be able to say off the top of my head if insanity is something that can be just caused by something else. Or if it's like an illness unto itself or something. I'm not totally sure because I'm not totally sure about the medical definition of insanity. Obviously you can plead insanity in some kinds of courts, so it is a thing. It is a medically recognized term. Huh. Kind of curious to know more about that, actually.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
What? Huh? There aren't guns back here? I got so used to that being the gun part of the ship. That'll make a lot more sense in Mass Effect 2, I promise.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Are those connected thoughts? Are you guilty because if Jenkins was alive, you wouldn't be here? So you're guilty over being here? Because those could be completely disconnected thoughts if I thought her writing was that nuanced, then those could be two different things.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
What about undead civilians? Did you get used to that one ever?
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Sure.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Well, I hope she does, because she's going to be in here for a while, because I'm never taking her outside. Oh, hey there, Anderson. I forgot this was your room originally.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Yeah, fine. We're basically going to get into dock, and then I'm going to cut the episode there, assuming it lets me save. Oh, right, we can go down. I was trying to figure out where that was going for a moment. Ah, Mass Effect 1 elevators. No, I cannot move. In the Normandy's vehicle bay, using a squad member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment may be purchased from the requisition officer. This guy. This guy is actually kind of important for the end of the game, and that's about it.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
And as he will make very clear shortly, it's up to us to get him those licenses from now on.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
And I don't know that this is how this works, but kind of my assumption is that the higher end licenses give access to items that you otherwise essentially can't get. Maybe there's like one shop in the game that has a chance of having that item, but having a requisition officer here also able to get those items then gives you a second route to get the top of the line items.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
And I will never read them.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
I have played through this entire game at minimum 2 times, and I think more like 4. And I have never looked up or intuitively known when, where, why, or how he restocks his stuff. Presumably, like he said, it's whenever you hit a big port, but, like, does that mean that you can just visit the Citadel and he'll restock? Visit... That one's not in this game, that one's not in this game, that one's not in this game, that one's not in this game. Visit Novaria and then go back to the Citadel again and he'll restock again? Is that how that works? Can you just kind of cheese the system that way?
Let's see what you got.
Nothing good.
Dead, Commander.
Well, maybe 1 or 2 things that are good, actually. Because down here... Yep, unique items. Buy the Metagel upgrade. Oh, accept. Buy the grenade upgrade. Cool. And then don't buy any of this. Anyone over here? Lockers, and that's it. Okay. Mako. Yay, experience. And this should just be Engineer Adams, I think. Or at least in terms of people we can talk to. Oh, and we can get experience. Yay. Please speak up. The engine is loud. So yeah, that's our EZO core. God, that's unsafe! Sorry, I'm just realizing for the first time, when we get the upgraded engine, because of reasons, like, it's a full shielded, looks like a freaking nuclear reactor, basically. Now we can just see the EZO here. And yeah, EZO is what they generally refer to, in short, for Element Zero. Element Zero is not actually an element, it's like a molecule, I think, and basically it is the space magic chemical. It is the thing that makes biotics do anything. Like, without EZO, you don't have biotics. Literally, biotics in the fetus or baby, I think it's fetus, is what lets that baby then use biotics. Where were we going? Talk to Joker, right. Okay, talk to the comm room then. Experience, yay. Hey, Presley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
What the hell did I just click on? I saw, like, number dot number dot number or something. It looked almost like an instruction manual. Oh, I guess I'm never going to know that one. Yes, I could go check the codex. No, I'm not going to check the codex. Just Joker? Okay.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work. Size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Man, good job, you two. You kept your composure when you apparently learned for the first time, as best I can tell, that Shepard was there to be selected to be a part of the Spectres. Okay, granted, maybe Ashley doesn't know what they are. It's possible given that she's on Eden Prime and very anti-alien. Caden should know that, though. Anyway, like I said, that is going to wrap it up for the stream, since we've been going for a hair over 2 hours now. I really wanted to get to the Citadel reveal because, my god, it always looks so good. There are so many logical issues with that cutscene. Ships should not be that close together, spaceships don't move like that, and at the speeds that those ships should be moving, to the best of my understanding, the dust cloud there would be turning them into paste. Or I suppose more dust, more likely. Basically, the dust would just be ripping them to shreds, because even at sublight, they should still be moving at least semi-relativistic speeds, at which point the dust itself will be ablating all of your shields off. Ah, they have energy shields, right. I was thinking about hard shielding like armor. Okay, with energy shielding, we're back to space, magic and stuff could be just whatever. Fair enough, Mass Effect. I'll give you a pass. Anyway, like I said, that is going to go ahead and do it for the stream. So, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I hope to see you in the next stream. And also, I'll try to have, like, a standby screen and background music and such. I got more stuff to work on. Currently, I'm intending to stream every day, 7 to 9, so don't expect any of that other stuff in place by next time, but in general, I'll be working on it whenever I can find time to. Thank you very much for joining me. See ya.